My book resolves a paradox, a seeming contradiction at the core of businesses. Why is it that firms that seek to produce as much value as possible for their owners do the worst job of producing value for their owners? This paradox is no secret. As long ago as 1992, Professors Cotter and Heskett of the Harvard Business School produced a study in which they tracked three groups of companies over the course of 11 years. The first group placed primary emphasis on creating as much value as possible for the firm's owners. The second group placed primary emphasis on creating value for their customers and their employees. The third group placed very high emphasis on all three: customers, employees, and owners. By the end of 11 years, the companies that placed primary emphasis on producing value for their owners increased in value over the 11-year period by X. The group of companies that placed primary value on customers and employees produced value equal to 2X for the owners. But the third group of companies, which placed primary value on all three groups, produced value 7 times that of the owner-oriented firms. C plus E plus O outscores O massively. Why is it that placing emphasis on all three produces more value for the owners of a company than is produced when focusing efforts only on the owners? My answer is based on two claims. One is obvious, the other may be surprising. The obvious argument is that customers and employees, and we are all at some time customers and employees, are also trying to maximize their profits. They want to get as much value as they can when they exchange their money or their time with the corporation. But if everyone is a profit maximizer, what happens when a corporation shares as little profit as possible with customers and employees in order to maximize the owner's profits? That leads to the second argument. The second argument is that all three groups, customers, employees, and owners, are motivated by a social force that is the equivalent to the physical force of gravity. That force is reciprocity. Reciprocity is the simple idea that I will do for you what you do for me, and is the foundation of successful economies everywhere. In fact, as scientific investigation has found, reciprocity is evident in chimpanzees, our closest primate relatives. It is evident in human children. Reciprocity is evident in primitive societies, in economic game theory, and I show in the modern marketplace. Consider customers. If a firm shares value with its customers, they will buy more, and they will buy more often. One study found that over a 15-year period, companies with highly satisfied customers increased in value 16 times more than the average firm. And it works in the workplace too. Employees will give their productivity and ingenuity to a company that shares with them. A study found that over a 28-year period, firms with high employee satisfaction were worth between 90% and 180% more than their peers. And owners will share their savings, often for long periods of time and at a better price, with firms where value is well above others because of their strong relationships with customers and employees. So perhaps it isn't a surprise that firms giving all three groups high priority increase in value 7 times more than those only prioritizing owners. This resolves the paradox with which we started. Why do owner-only firms lose to CEO firms? Because each group is trying to maximize its profits and will confer profits on those companies that share with them. And they will punish stingy firms that don't share by taking their business to the competitors of stingy firms. It is because of this vengeance that is taken against stingy firms that we can see why owner-only firms do so poorly, as well as why CEO firms do so well. So here is the first of 2 steps of the CEO formula. Firms that share value with their customers, employees, and owners will receive extra value from them. The second critical step is that the firm should not give value away to any of these groups. Why? Because the firm also needs reciprocity. It should do more for any group where the increased value from the firm will be reciprocated by increased value from the group. Most of my argument goes to show that owners are better off if a company uses the CEO formula. If that wasn't true, very few businesses could be persuaded to adopt it because the firm's owners can fire management for bad performance. I am making the case here that owners should consider a new management group or different investments if the CEO formula isn't followed. But I also show that using the CEO formula would significantly, perhaps dramatically, improve the fortunes of customers and employees as well as owners. Finally, the book reviews how the system worked at the company I founded in 1989, the Teaching Company, also known as the Great Courses, where I'm taping this video for you today. I review many of the mistakes we made and the solutions we found. I hope that by showing where we stumbled and where we ran, the path might be smoother for those who also try to follow the CEO formula. I hope you'll buy the book. I hope you'll read the book. And I hope the book will bring you good luck and great fortune. Thanks for your time.